We're talking about how these past holidays brought cheer and joy for many, but also COVID as well. All this thanks to the very contagious Omicron variant. The U.S. set a record for most cases shortly after the holidays ended. Now, it can be a tough topic to discuss, but we spoke with our comedian friend Chris Lawerence, who caught it, about his experience and the things he learned to help stop the spread even more. So, Chris, you were actually one of the people who caught it. What was your experience like?
Yeah, so we traveled out of state and right after Christmas, and we traveled out of state and we were masked and we did everything and we still ended up catching it. And I guess it's because this new variant is so contagious no matter what you do. And my wife got the symptoms first, and then I caught the symptoms 2 days later. My daughter was the only one in the house. She's 11 that did not catch it. So we isolated her. Okay. In the first 4 hours of our isolation away from each other, our daughter FaceTimes us and goes, "I just cut my hair." And I go, "What are we going to get in 8 hours? Are we going to get a Mike Tyson tattoo on the face? Or are we going to get her being married off in 7 days at the end of this thing?" Like 4 hours, she started cutting her hair. But at the end of the day, I will tell you, we were vaccinated and my symptoms were very light, but I still can't smell anything.
That is kind of terrifying. You make me grateful that my daughter is only 4 months old. I don't have to worry about her cutting her hair. However, her room kind of does make me wish I'd lost my sense of smell. Now, during quarantine, you're actually allowed to be pretty much as lazy as you want. How was that for you?
Being lazy, well, I did take up a pretty good hobby over quarantine since I have a 9-year-old son and an 11-year-old daughter. I started drinking a lot of bourbon, so I got to really experience that. But, you know, I tried to stay somewhat active. I did, all of my clothes shrank somehow. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, you know, I didn't get to go out and exercise as much, but, you know, I got to be home during the day early enough to do other activities that I normally would, you know, come home at like 7 o'clock and be like, you know, ready to go to bed. But I was able to go out. We could go on like walks, hikes, etc., and, you know, practice, you know, the activities that my kids do, like dance and baseball and stuff. So that was cool.
Any crazy experiences getting tested, whether lines or things that you saw?
One time we had to go get tested. This was a few months ago, and there was nowhere in my town available to go get tested. So we actually went, and they had like a mobile testing site, like a bus, like a coach bus, like almost like it must have been like some like band, and they rented the thing out, and now it's a COVID-19 bus. And we waited in line for like 4.5 hours. And I don't think I've ever done that for a situation that wasn't like a ride at Disney or something like that, without the payoff. It was like Space Mountain, but like without the pageantry.
I mean, if I'm on a bus for 4 hours and I don't get off in New York City, I'm upset. And certainly makes you wish that you lost your sense of smell. Definitely grateful to know that Chris and his family have recovered well. If you want to hear more from Chris, he's part of the political impersonation group called The Constituents. You can follow them on Instagram @ConstituentsDC to hear about any upcoming shows.